Hello students, in the last lecture we have studied there are three methods to charge a body. First method was charging by friction. The second method was charging by conduction, and the third method to charge a body is charging by induction. So there are three methods to charge any body, that is charging by friction, charging by conduction and charging by induction. Also, in charging by friction, we have taken the example that when the glass rod was rubbed with silk cloth, glass rod becomes positively charged and silk cloth becomes negatively charged. So this was the example which we have taken. Similarly, when this plastic rod was rubbed with fur, plastic rod became negative charge and fur becomes positively charged. That we have studied. And we have assumed at that time in the previous lecture that glass rod becomes positively charged and silk cloth becomes negatively charged. Today we will try to find out the reason. How the glass rod becomes positively charged and silk cloth becomes negatively charged. Now, let us see that all substance or material found in nature are generally neutral. So all the substance or material which we found in nature are generally found to be neutral. Now it does not mean they do not possess charge. All the substance or material, they do possess charges. So they do possess charges. But the charges are in such a way that they nullify each other. So every substance or material do possesses charges, but the charges nullify each other. Now how the charges nullify each other? It is possible only when the material consists of equal number of two oppositely charged particles. So we know that proton is positively charged and electron is negatively charged. So if any substance or material consists of equal number of protons and electrons, then the effect is nullification, that we have seen in the previous lecture. So we can say all the substance and material do possess charge, but they nullify each other, and so every substance or material found in nature are neutral. Now let us see a substance. Now this is any substance. Every substance or every material is made up of number of atoms. The small circle are the atoms. So any substance or material is made up of this number of atoms. This is atom. Now let us see a structure of one atom. एक एटम का स्ट्रक्चर देखते हैं. So we know that an atom consists of positively charged proton and a neutral particle which is known as neutron. So any atom structure it consists of positively charged nucleus, because in the nucleus we will get proton and a neutron. Neutron is a neutral particle. So this is the nucleus which is positively charged. Now this proton and neutron inside the nucleus are bound by strong nuclear force, and the electrons are revolving around the nucleus in circular orbits. So different orbitals are there. So if I take, there is one proton in an atom and there is one electron in an atom, then this atom is electrically neutral. The atom is electrically neutral because it consists of one proton, one electron. If it has two proton, two electron, then also atom is electrically neutral. So atom do consist of charges, positive charge and negative charge, but the number of protons is equal to number of electrons, and therefore each atom is electrically neutral. And if each atom is electrically neutral, the entire substance is electrically neutral. Now, this proton and neutron inside the nucleus are bound by strong nuclear force. Now, there are four fundamental forces in nature, as we know: gravitational force, electromagnetic force, weak nuclear force, and strong nuclear force. Now this strong nuclear force is the strongest force of the nature. So the force between proton-proton, proton-neutron, neutron-neutron is the strong nuclear force, and it is about 10 raised to 38 times stronger than the gravitational force. So it is almost impossible to break a nucleus, means it is impossible to separate proton and neutron. Another thing, the electrons are revolving around the proton. Electrons are negatively charged, the nucleus is positively charged due to proton. The force between proton and electron is known as electric force. The force between proton and electron is known as electric force, that we will discuss. So, in any substance or material, it is the electrons which will be transferred from one body to the another. Proton will never leave the nucleus because they are bound with a strong nuclear force. As we move away from the nucleus, means the orbitals which are away from the nucleus has weak force of interaction, or the electric force in the outermost orbits is weak, and so it is easy to remove an electron from an atom of any substance. Generally, in metals, the electrons are loosely bound. So this is a structure of one atom. So every atom is electrically neutral. The substance is made up of number of atoms. So every substance is neutral in nature. Now let us see how the charging by friction take place. Let us consider our previous example, a glass rod. Now this glass rod is electrically neutral. If I say the glass rod is electrically neutral, means it consists of equal number of protons and equal number of electrons. So if I, for example, if I say there are 3 protons, then there should be 3 electrons, so that the glass rod is electrically neutral. Now let us consider a silk cloth. Again, silk cloth is electrically neutral. So let us assume the silk cloth consists of 2 protons and 2 electrons. So both are electrically neutral. Now this is a system before rubbing. So before rubbing, both glass rod and silk cloth are electrically neutral. We are trying to find out how the glass rod becomes positively charged and silk cloth becomes negatively charged. Now, if I do rubbing, if a glass rod is rubbed with a silk cloth, what will happen? The heat will be generated. Now this heat is sufficient to remove an electron. This is our nucleus where the proton and neutrons are bound, and electrons are revolving in different orbits. So if I rub two substances, heat is generated, and the electron in the outermost orbit, which is loosely bound, will be removed. So when glass rod is rubbed with silk cloth, we find that the electrons are transferred from glass rod to the silk cloth. So here E is the fundamental electric charge. E is fundamental electric charge. That is a charge on proton or electron. E को हम आने वाले दिनों में फंडामेंटल इलेक्ट्रिक चार्ज बोलेंगे. फंडामेंटल इलेक्ट्रिक चार्ज. And for proton, its value is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. And if it is electron, it is minus 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. So let us assume after rubbing glass rod with the silk cloth, say one electron is transferred from glass rod to the silk cloth. Now there were 3 electrons, 3 protons. Now after rubbing, we are left with 3 protons and only 2 electrons. 1 electron has been transferred. And in the silk cloth, there are 2 protons and 3 electrons. So 1 electron is transferred from the atom of glass rod to the silk cloth. So whenever we do charging by friction, the heat is generated. So two bodies rub together, heat is generated. This heat is sufficient to remove the electron from the outermost orbit of any one substance. Here, it has been found that a glass rod loses an electron, and this electron is transferred from glass rod to the silk cloth. Now let us see what happened to the glass rod. Now in a glass rod, we have 3 protons, 2 electrons. These 2 electrons nullify the 2 protons. So you are left with 1 proton. It means the glass rod consists of 1 excess proton. And if it consists of 1 excess proton, the charge on it, the amount of charge, which is denoted by Q, is written as Q is equal to plus 1E. It has 1 proton more than the electron. And the value of E is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. So glass rod charge becomes 1.16 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. And the glass rod is positively charged. Now come to the silk cloth. Again 2 protons are nullified by the 2 electron, and there is 1 excess electron. So the charge of silk cloth becomes minus 1E. So minus sign is for electron. So it becomes minus 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. So what is the conclusion? Okay, initially all the substance, say glass rod and silk cloth, were electrically neutral. Electrically neutral again means they consist of equal number of protons and electrons, and they nullify each other. So every substance found in nature is neutral. Now when we rub this, the heat is generated. This heat is sufficient to remove an electron from the outermost orbit of atom of any one substance. Here, that material or substance is a glass rod. So it has been found that glass rod loses an electron, and so it becomes positively charged, and silk cloth becomes negatively charged. So this is how the charging by friction take place. And similarly, when we say a plastic rod is rubbed with fur. So we know the plastic rod becomes negatively charged. Now how it becomes negatively charged? This is before rubbing, and that diagram is on this side. We have the diagram after rubbing. So before rubbing, again I draw this. The plastic rod consists of 4 protons, so it should also consist 4 electrons, so it is electrically neutral initially. Same thing happens with fur. Fur consists of 3 protons and 3 electrons. Both are electrically neutral. Now, when the plastic rod is rubbed with fur, the plastic rod becomes negatively charged. Now, it becomes negatively charged means it consists of excess electron. It means that electron has been transferred from fur to the plastic rod. Now, if we observe this plastic rod, we have again 4 protons, but we have 5 electrons. So 4 protons nullify 4 electrons, we have 1 excess electron. And fur, which has 3 protons, protons are bound inside the nucleus. Proton will never leave a body. The reason is protons are bound inside the nucleus by the strong nuclear force. So जो भी phenomenon है electricity में और electrostatic में, it is due to electrons. And now from fur there are 3 protons and 1 electron has gone. So you are left with 2 electrons. 2 protons nullify 2 electrons. So we have 1 excess proton. Now if I want to write the charge of plastic rod, it becomes -1e. E को fundamental electric charge कहते हैं, क्योंकि proton, electron and neutron are the fundamental particles. Electron is positively charged fundamental particle, electron is negatively charged fundamental particle, and neutron is neutral. So the value of the plastic rod, if 1 electron has been transferred from fur to plastic rod, the charge becomes -1.6 into 10 raised to -19 coulomb, and the charge of fur becomes +1e, that is 1.6 into 10 raised to -19 coulomb. So this is how the charging by the friction take place. So in charging by friction, by rubbing, heat is generated and the transfer of electron take place from one body to the another. So this is the reason how the body is electrified. So it should be clear that if you want to electrify a body, electrify means if you want to charge a body, so if you want to electrify or charge a body, either you should remove a charge or we should add a charge. So now we are concluding this method, charging by friction. तो किसी भी बॉडी को इलेक्ट्रीफाई करना है तो उसमें से चार्ज रिमूव कर दो या चार्ज को ऐड कर दो. अब हमने एटॉमिक स्ट्रक्चर देख लिया, एटम्स देख लिया. एटम्स में न्यूक्लियस है, न्यूक्लियस कंसिस्ट ऑफ प्रोटॉन एंड न्यूट्रॉन बाउंड बाय स्ट्रॉन्ग न्यूक्लियर फोर्स. Electrons are revolving in different orbitals. The force between proton, neutron is a strong nuclear force. The force between electrons moving in different orbitals is known as electric force. जितने orbitals, जो electrons outermost orbits में होंगे, they are loosely bound. So it is easy to remove them. And in metals, this इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर फ्री ड्यू टू थर्मल एनर्जी. इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्री होते हैं और कुछ मटेरियल में दे आर लूजली बाउंड. सो व्हेन वी रब द टू थिंग्स, इट इज द हीट एनर्जी व्हिच रिमूव एन इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्रॉम वन बॉडी एंड ट्रांसफर इट टू अनदर बॉडी इन चार्जिंग बाय फ्रिक्शन. सो व्हाट इज द कंक्लूजन? टू इलेक्ट्रीफाई अ बॉडी, आइदर यू रिमूव अ चार्ज और ऐड अ चार्ज. नाउ वी हैव टू टाइप्स ऑफ चार्ज, प्रोटॉन एंड इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. प्रोटॉन को हम निकाल नहीं सकते तो बचा कौन सा? इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. सो इफ यू रिमूव अ इलेक्ट्रॉन, सो if I say an electron is removed, then that body will become positively charged, and an electron is added तो बॉडी becomes negatively charged. तो कोई भी बॉडी पॉजिटिवली चार्ज इसलिए नहीं होती है कि उसके पास प्रोटॉन आ गया है. प्रोटॉन नहीं आएगा. प्रोटॉन तो आप समझ गए हैं अपने कहाँ होता है, न्यूक्लियस में बाउंड है. बॉडी पॉजिटिव चार्ज इसलिए हो गई है क्योंकि एक इलेक्ट्रॉन रिमूव हो गया है और देयर इज अ डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ अ इलेक्ट्रॉन. और कोई बॉडी नेगेटिवली चार्ज इसलिए हो गई है क्योंकि वन इलेक्ट्रॉन इज एडेड टू इट. सो इफ आई से द ग्लास रॉड is positively charged, so I will say it has deficiency of electron. इलेक्ट्रॉन की डेफिशिएंसी है इसलिए ग्लास रॉड पॉजिटिव चार्ज हो गया है. एंड सिल्क क्लॉथ या सिल्क it becomes negatively charged. It means it has excess of electron. So, in charging by friction, it is either a removal of electron from one body and addition of that electron in the another body. So, electron is transferred from one body to the another body. The body which loses an electron becomes positive charge, and the body which gain an electron becomes negatively charged. Otherwise, before rubbing, both glass rod and silk cloth were electrically neutral. So this is how the charging by friction take place. Now when these electrons are being transferred from one body to another, there is a slight difference of the mass of the two bodies also, because electron and proton also possess the mass. So we will see later on how the mass of the body will also change slightly when electrons are transferred from one body to the another. And remember, the mass of the electron is 9.3 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg. So this is the mass of electron, and mass of proton is approximately equal to mass of neutron is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. So electrons are lighter than proton and neutron, and these three particles, proton, electron and neutron, are our fundamental particles for the study of electricity or electrostatic, where proton is positively charged, electron is negatively charged, and neutron is neutral. So this is how we are going to move forward by studying about the proton, electron and neutron. And remember, electricity or electrostatic generally deals with electron. The electron will play an important role in our portion as compared to proton or neutron. They are bound inside the nucleus. Remember these things. And when we do the charging by friction, the transfer of electrons take place from one body to another, and because the electron, proton, neutron do possess masses, there will be a slight difference in the masses of the body after rubbing. Because अगर एक किसी का इलेक्ट्रॉन चला गया है तो उसका मास कम हो जाएगा, और जिसको इलेक्ट्रॉन मिला है उसका मास बढ़ भी सकता है, घट सकता है. That we will see. तो अगर कोई बॉडी का इलेक्ट्रॉन जा रहा है तो क्लियरली इतना मास उसका इनिशियल से कम हो रहा है, और किसी में इलेक्ट्रॉन का एडिशन हो रहा है. सो अगेन इट्स मास इंक्रीजेस बाय स्मॉल अमाउंट. दिस आर द स्मॉल वैल्यूज. सो इन चार्जिंग बाय फ्रिक्शन, द ट्रांसफर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन टेक प्लेस एज वेल एज द मास विल डिफर स्लाइटली. सो आई होप you must have understood how the charging by friction take place. So in one word, charging of friction take place by rubbing two bodies and by the transfer of electrons from one body to the another. In the next lecture, we will discuss about how the charging by conduction take place.